I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Better fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck something up.
Hey guys, welcome back, Big Mama Energy.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Tia. And Happy New Year! Like, we have not been back since 2022.
Yes.
So we're back in this new year, 2023, and we hope everything is going well for you guys in this brand new year. We're back and we're better.
Yeah,
no,
we're
for
back
sure.
And we're better.
We're definitely back and we're better,
Yeah.
and we're just definitely excited for this new year to see what it brings for us in Big Mama Energy. And yeah,
So we're excited about what the new year will bring for Big
Absolutely.
Mama Energy. And individually as well for ourselves.
yes, we're excited for the new content that we want to put out. We're excited for you guys to share, more with us.
Yeah.
I want you guys to engage more with us and really tell us what you would like, and get a little bit more engaged with our comments and things like that, and really interact, because I think that is very exciting when people give us the feedback and things like that.
We love
for
to hear
sure.
it.
We love to hear it.
So.
So yes, thank you guys for riding with us. This is going on year 3. Can y'all believe it? Year 3
I can't believe it, honestly.
that we've been doing Big Mama Energy, and we're just so thankful for you guys for supporting and choosing to ride it out with us.
Absolutely.
So we definitely want to give more and get the best out of this year.
Setting those intentions now.
Absolutely.
And those expectations for this year. So
Also, if you guys have any ideas, good ideas that you think that maybe we should try for the channel, definitely email us, utilize that, DM us, whatever you need to do. We just want to hear what you guys think, how you guys feel about it all, and we can wrap this all together with our ideas and maybe just have something great.
Absolutely.
So,
we look forward to hearing from you.
Definitely.
As always.
But we are back with a video, a new video, and we're super excited to get into this topic. So we will be talking about social media.
Death of dating. It's pretty much the death of dating.
Is for sure the death of dating, like absolutely. And we're definitely about to get into this, okay? I am single. Currently, Sissy is married, but social media has been around before she got married, so she definitely has some things.
I can
to
see
speak
the
on.
difference.
You feel me?
I definitely can speak to the difference from what I saw when I was out here dating and to what I see and observe now.
Right.
For sure.
Right. We come from an era where we've been around when social media did not exist. Where it wasn't really a thing. We had like the phone lines, the party lines, and the loop and things of that nature, but you really couldn't see these people, right?
No.
So it's a little different. The internet is definitely more advanced. You get to see all of these different people and connect in a different type of way. And then since we had that era where we were outside. We were
definitely outside,
you know what I mean?
right.
We were actually meeting people in person, and then as time progressed and went on and things evolved, we were able to experience the internet. So we kind of see both sides of how things is, how it was before and how it is now.
Any of you millennials, 80s babies and all that, and you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you very much had to approach someone. Like, you had to approach them in person.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And holler at them because you might not see them again.
Right.
You don't know when the next time you will see them. If you ever saw them. Because there's that too. You might not have seen them. Especially if you're in a different part of the city, whatever. You was in a party. You just didn't know.
You didn't
So you had to shoot your shot in person. It wasn't I'm going to double back and go on Instagram.
Exactly.
And, I'm going to hit them up in a DM. It was none of that.
It's like you may not see this person. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like also personality plays a big part in it as well. You really have to have a personality, like for real. Like if you want to step, you really had to have a personality. whether, you know, what was I about to say? Like, other than now, whereas though, you kind of don't really have to have a personality on social media, because a person, you can fake it pretty much. You can be whoever you want to be online.
Yeah, and granted, you could be whoever you want to be in person, but it's just like in person, it takes more. I feel like your personality, especially in a room full of people, like, you know, you can really get to know somebody and see, like, okay, online you're in the comfortability of your home. You know, if you're recording videos or whatever you're doing, you could just kind of like be whatever. But when you're outside, that's when you really see like who shines through, you know, and it is what it is. Like, so there's that. I mean, the internet, I feel like, has been the downfall of dating.
I definitely feel like the internet is
not all of it. Let me not say not all of it, but we're gonna talk about the cons. Right now.
I definitely feel like social media has hindered the dating world, because, you know, they feel like everybody is accessible. You know, you just have everyone at the palm of your hand.
Right.
So, like Sissy said, if you meet somebody today out in person, you know, yeah, you met them, and that might have been a great thing, but then you get on social media and you see all these other beautiful people, and you like, oh, well, I can have that one and I can have that one too. It kind of like messes the whole thing up. And also, like Sissy said, you know, just if you meet somebody back in the day, that's all you had. Like, you met them, that memory of the vibe, the look.
You was thinking about that fed you. When you went home, you like, hold up. Or at least I know. You're like, oh my God, that person was so cute. Like, I hope they call me, or whatever. And then they call you because they thinking about you.
Absolutely.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go home and then I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing all these beautiful people. So I forget about that interaction that I had from the day prior to or the day earlier. I forgot about that because I got all these people at the palm of my hand.
Absolutely.
I don't think that we were meant to see all of these people. I really do not think we were meant to, like, see all these options. You know, I really don't, because I feel like at that point, a lot of people in their brain just feel like, all right, how am I going to narrow it down to one? When it's all these different
like I
people.
can have more. Why settle for one when I can have more?
So
it's like Pringles. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
So it's just like, you will. I think that we're headed in a different type of direction. Like, where people just going to just date multiple people, unless you are a hopeless romantic and you're looking for that one person. I feel like a lot of people just going to end up just dating a bunch of people.
Absolutely. And
until you get older, maybe.
It's just a different time. And also, I just feel like, all right, with me personally, I meet a lot of people. Like, a lot of people, especially at the job that I am at now. Like, I come across so many different type of people every day. And, you know, what I've noticed, and this is a thing too, I feel like, what I notice now, like, when people shoot their shot, they ask you for your social media.
And I heard about that.
That is a thing.
And that's interesting.
That is a thing, and this is how I personally feel about it. I feel like and I'm gonna talk about guys because, you know, I date guys, but when they ask me for my social media, I feel like it's more so of like a cop out, like the easy way out, if you will, because if you ask a girl for their number, that's super direct. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get at you.
That's super direct. That's straightforward. You a big stepper. You feel me? You a big stepper. You ain't wasting no time. You know what you want. It is what it is. And I feel like a lot of people that like go for the old social media is more like a cop out. Like, okay, because I feel like anybody will give you their social media, but not everybody will give you their number.
So you're scared of rejection at the end of the day?
And I feel like sometimes that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is.
I'm like, why do they ask you for your Instagram? Like, why not just say, let me get your number? You're clearly interested.
Exactly.
But I guess you don't want her to say, no, thank you. So it's like, let me get your Instagram.
Let me get your Instagram. And then they'll subtly kind of try to slide themselves in the deep.
I feel like it's double work. It's double the work, because I feel like if it was a no in person, it's going to be a no on social media. Like, what's the purpose of doing these double steps?
Maybe it's because it's not in your face.
You're bitching. At this point,
yeah,
that's some bitch
really
ass nigga shit. I'm sorry, like,
really
why are you bitching? Don't bitch up. Let me get your number. I get up, alright? Yeah, like, that's what I'm used to. Like,
I think it's like it numbs the pain just a little bit.
Just
like, you know what
like,
I mean?
Yeah, you right.
Yeah,
You right
I think
about
that's
that.
really what it is.
Getting told no through the internet is not as harsh as getting told no in person.
It's not. It's not. And my thing though, if I'm interested, I barely kinda like step to guys like that. Like sometimes. But it's not my thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
For the most part. If there's an interest there, you know, and I feel that vibe, like obviously I'm gonna be flirtatious, but typically I'm not the one who like
who's pursuing
the guy. Like, you know what I mean? But if I'm going to step, baby, I'm going to step. I'm gonna do my big one.
Big one. You're not
gonna do my big one.
And you know what it is? I have a friend. This is our friend. She told me that she likes getting the social media.
Right.
Because she can then go through the page. She's going to see if you have a girlfriend, a woman, a baby mother that you're dealing with. Like, you know what I mean? She was like, she kind of likes to dig through and get the tea.
Right.
Because that'll give her some insight like, oh, okay, no, I'm not dealing with this person.
That for sure is one of the pros
I guess,
to social media and dating. Right. It's because you definitely get the tea. You definitely get the scoop.
You won't get the lowdown.
You get the truth.
You do.
For the most part. And I feel like everybody is different on different social medias. Like, if you want the tea, you got to always go to Facebook, baby.
Period.
You won't find the family.
Yes.
Okay?
Y'all might be married and attached to somebody, married to Susan.
Yes.
Several children. Like, yeah, you'll find all the tea out.
You're definitely going to get the tea.
Because you won't find a mama page. You feel me?
Yeah, you won't find the family page.
Dig, you can dig on Facebook.
For sure.
On Instagram, not too much. Not really. You can, but you have to see them interacting. It's very much different, like you said.
Yes, it's very much so different.
Yeah.
Like the family, I feel like people post, and it really depends on the person. I feel like some people are very much the same as they are on Instagram as Facebook. Yeah, like for the most part, I feel like I'm kind of the same on both. If you want to go to my Facebook, I feel like and dig like years back, it might be a little different because I was, you know, young and lit. I might have been talking some shit. You know, Facebook memories be embarrassing me every day of my life. But I definitely feel like it depends on the person. If they have a double life or something too high, for the most part, you can find the truth on Facebook.
You can find it out. Yeah, if you got time to dig, go through.
Definitely go through. So that's definitely something that I feel like is a pro because I've definitely met somebody. And I mean, even if we didn't necessarily exchange social media, just from looking up your name on Facebook, like you can find things and they weren't being honest with you. I've met people and literally gave me full government, and I searched this person for the dumbest reason. It was literally to see what his zodiac sign was because I felt like, what is his sign? Like it was just a vibe. And boom, married, profile picture, you the groom. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's just
wedding pictures. Like, why
you know
are you talking to me? You have a whole wife. Like, what is
I'm
going
like,
on?
and why are you giving up your actual full government anyway? And you know like, it's just wild.
I don't think people put that connection together. Like, okay, this person might be looking at my Facebook. Put it together. I'm gonna run down on it.
For sure.
Like, what are you talking about?
Another con to that for me personally is I don't like the whole, you know, when you're shooting your shot to ask for my social media right off the bat. I feel like I want to give you my social media when I feel like, you know, we're kind of somewhat established as far as, we don't even have to be boyfriend, girlfriend, but like, okay, I feel comfortable enough to give you my social media because I feel like people will, you know, look through your social media, try to see like who you are, how you are, and try to act like something that you like, what you want.
Right.
The person,
no, yeah, heavy on that. They'll try to like collect that data, like okay, she likes this and she likes that, so they're gonna gather it from your page or act like like you said, try to act like a certain type of person to deny.
And I also feel like it's very easy for people to assume who you are off your social media. Like, I want you to get to know Tia, like who I am for real, and why wouldn't you want to, you know, have that like really firsthand talking to me, getting to know me, rather than going on my social media and assuming things.
And just assuming shit.
Because one thing for sure, this always happens when I give somebody my social media and they see the amount of followers I have. They're like, I feel like it's intimidating to them, or they're just like, oh well, damn, like you got all the hoes. And it's like, baby, why are you worried about everybody else if I'm here right now with you, or you have my attention now?
And that don't mean anything. Like,
it really does not.
People don't understand. Like, you don't know how many people I'm talking to. I might not be talking to nobody. Just because you have a bunch of followers,
that doesn't mean anything.
Like,
exactly.
Again, it's people gotta separate that stuff. But I mean, I guess it depends on the person.
You definitely gotta separate it. Now, like you said too, it really depends on the person, how they really carry it on social media. Like, that's why you need to get to know people in real life.
In real time.
Real life, real time. See how they really are, because assuming who they are from social media is just like,
it's not smart.
It's not smart.
It's not smart. And they could be having a day way differently on each site.
Right.
You don't even know this person is. You go on Facebook, they one person, very godly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I met somebody that back in the day, he was very godly on the social media on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
This man was a freak behind the scenes. I said, what? Like, one of our first conversations, he was in his bag, and I was like, brother, whatever his name was, good brethren. Because you are for the people and for the church on social media.
Right.
And you carrying the hell on this phone conversation. I was like, oh, wow. So, yeah, some people really have it their way, or then on Instagram they one way. And then on TikTok, they a whole different way.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I can attest to certain things like that. Like, some people follow, like, a bunch of their family on Facebook.
Right.
Facebook is typically for the family.
Yeah.
Instagram, it's like some of my family too, yeah. So I understand. I might post some more risque shit on Instagram or talk my shit. I really get to the point where I don't care, to be very honest. I don't give a fuck. So like,
right.
Oh well, I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm grown as shit. My big age, like if you don't like what I'm saying and you are a family member or anybody, somebody I knew when I was younger, you can head on out. I don't give a fuck. But you can carry, I guess on TikTok, I feel like that's more. It does have a different feel to it.
It definitely has a different feel.
A lot of people are showing more of their personality on TikTok. You gotta like talk or do something, show your niche or whatever the fuck they're doing on there. It's different. Right. It's a little different style to each.
It's definitely a different style for sure. Like I expressed, like I feel like I'm pretty the same on all of my social medias for the most part. In general, outside of Big Mama Energy, I feel like I don't talk as much like I used to. I feel like I used to be very vocal as far as talking and saying certain opinions, because there's some certain topics that I just won't speak on because I don't want to argue with nobody. My opinion is my opinion, and I'm not going to say I don't care about your opinion, but I don't care to argue with you about yours and about mine, especially when I don't know you. I really don't care about you. But that's just how I feel.
Right.
As far as TikTok goes, I'm kind of trying to get the feel of TikTok. Yes, it is more so for your personality, and like I feel like I don't know how I feel about TikTok.
I love TikTok.
No, sissy.
I will scroll, and mind you, I was like hardcore against TikTok at first. I'm not downloading that shit. I just wasn't, not really against it, but I just didn't want to get on there. I thought it was for kids. Originally it was, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was called Musical.ly.
Yeah.
It did the same exact thing. It just had a different name.
I've seen a lot of children on there, and I was like, yeah, no.
Right.
At first. And then after a while, I started getting to the good TikTok, and I'm like, I'm on messy TikTok. I'm just carrying on, having a good time. So I feel like TikTok is where people are like kind of taking that fucking wall down, and you're really getting to see them with the Bonnet Chronicles on there. You know what I mean? You're getting to see them talk about their dating experiences, and it's just like they're talking to you more than Instagram. And then Instagram, you know what it was? Instagram really fucked the algorithm up.
When they started trying to be like TikTok?
When they started, trying to show all these fucking ads. And all these suggestions. I don't want to see that. I want to see
the people that I follow.
The people that I follow, or like just like on TikTok, half of the people I didn't follow. I don't know them, but if it was like content,
like
it was
relatable to what you're watching.
Yeah, you're just scrolling different videos. If you don't like it, you can scroll, and that's what I like. All that ad stuff, that is very unattractive to me. Yeah, it's just like TikTok really got it down to a science. You just scrolling through shit. If you don't like it, keep it pushing. Right, and you can even say, I do not want to see shit like this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they got it down packed. I be on TikTok till I see the lady.
Me personally,
the lady be like, you been up too late. You might want to get some water and head on out. Like, that's how much I be.
And I haven't even seen that personally myself until Sissy actually sent me a video of them doing it to her. So it's like, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out TikTok because I mean, it is trends on there that I like. It is things that I like to do on TikTok. I'm just trying to get the feel of it, for real, all the way around.
Right.
Because I do want to get a little bit more creative with like videos and with Instagram called Reels and things like that. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more of a feel for it. But I don't hate TikTok at all, you know.
No.
Now, as far as I was talking to somebody off of TikTok before.
And that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. How did that go? For real. That's very interesting. Can they even message you?
Yes, because we were both following each other.
Okay.
So just recently, like literally the other day, TikTok sent me a message saying that now everybody can send you a message on TikTok. And they don't have, like, you don't have to be following them. They could just send you a message. But you could turn it on, you could turn it off. Before, you were not able to receive messages from anybody that you were not following.
And I like that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Half the people be in your DM tripping.
Yeah. Me and this person, it was good. We, I feel like it was a good connection. It was a good vibe. We both were Capricorns. So it was kind of...
That was interesting, not it?
It was definitely interesting for sure. But I definitely feel like maybe we were a lot alike.
Okay.
And I feel like he was a little crazy a little bit. Like, I feel like, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I feel like he was very much so a little crazy. And he also was inconsistent. Like, when I like to go into things, you know, I like to go into it with, you know, openness. Like, you know, I don't like to shut things off. If I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. Just let's see how things go, how I progress, right? And when we were first talking, like, I feel like he wanted me 100%, like, oh, you know, I'm very attracted to you, all the woo woo woo, wah wah wah, whatever. And then, like, some days he was inconsistent, because then some days he'll make it seem like, okay, we're just friends. Like I could never see this
going anywhere.
Like, I mean, his actions, that's what it kind of spoke to me. And my thing is, most of the time, you don't even have to tell me once that you're not interested in me in that type of way. Right. You could go by vibes and tell that somebody is not really interested in you in that type of way, especially me. So I felt bad. Like, okay, you're not interested. And my thing is, I'm okay with having a friend. And he was cool. You know what I mean? But I feel like once he noticed me pulling back from like a more, you know, flirtatious vibe with him, he started being insecure and in his bag and his feelings. Okay. Like, real bad.
Sorry, acting crazy.
Like, real bad, yes. One day, he literally he called me, he was drunk as hell. I don't know what was going on with him, drunk out his mind.
Yeah.
He was crying.
Okay, huh?
Yeah, it got deep.
Y'all even had a conversation on the phone prior to
Yeah, we had exchanged numbers and everything. Okay. So what happened is, because we was kind of in like a little argument type of, we was in a weird space because I had reached out to him. So he was traveling this particular time. He was going to like Houston for the weekend or whatever. And I knew what time he was leaving. He was actually going to drive there. So I called him to know, just to talk to him for a little bit while he was on the road, whatever. He did not answer. Okay, I didn't make a big deal about it, but he didn't answer the phone. He then didn't reach out back to me until like Tuesday. This was on Sunday. And like when he hit me up, he was kind of like mad at me, like, why I ain't hear from you? I was like, well, first of all, I called you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna be on somebody's dick if you're not giving me that. You're not giving me that energy back. Like, okay, if you didn't want to talk to me, that's what I'm assuming, that you didn't want to talk to me. If you didn't respond back, okay, you didn't want to talk to me. And it was just that thing. And I'm like, I'm not about to play this game with you. Right. I very much feel like he wanted somebody to be on his top. And my thing is, if you're not giving me that energy, why would I be on your top? Like, why would I do that? So that's kind of where we was, and that's when he started acting real crazy. The thing that was the ice on the cake when I stopped talking to him is one day, so I never talk to people while I'm at work on the phone. Okay. So one day I did call him on my break or whatever, and we was busting it up. So I guess he got like used to that or like that, but expressed that to me, like, you know, call me on your break sometimes, whatever, call me on your break more, whatever. So the next day I didn't call him on my break because I normally don't call people on my break or whatever. Child, the night when I got off that day, he sent me a voice note. Like, who dick you sucking?
What? Wait.
Yeah. And this is the funny thing about it.
I am at loss for words.
And the irony of it all is the fact that, okay, DMX, those who know me know that I love me some DMX. How It's Going Down is like my favorite fucking song. And you know, at the beginning of that song, he be like, bitch, who dick you suck? Right? I didn't think that shit was funny at all.
Because you're not DMX either.
You're not DMX. And also, you don't know me like that.
Who are you talking to?
Who the fuck are you talking to? Imagine getting off from your shift and somebody fucking voice message you, who dick you sucking?
Yeah, no.
That was the last time that man heard from me. He didn't even.
I don't know if you thought that was funny, a kiki.
And I think he did. And I also think, and here we go with social media, is the death of fucking dating, because I feel like that maybe that was a trend on TikTok, or a sound on TikTok or something like that. And he thought that shit was funny. I didn't think it was funny at all. I didn't think that was funny. Who are you talking to?
You don't even know me like that. Like, read the room, bro. Like, no.
Yeah. So that was a thing. And
even if I did, we would get to know you and see that that's not even cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I don't think that's cute.
And I don't think that's cool at all.
Yeah.
So for you to say that to anybody, even if, like, we were better acquainted, like, you would have still got cursed the fuck out and probably, you know, blocked and deleted and all these things, because who the fuck was you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
That's not cute. I feel like I would never want somebody that I'm interested in talking to me like that. That was very disrespectful.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was done. Like, after that message, that was the last. Yeah, never again, never heard, never seen, and that was that.
Wow.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And then he called you drunk before or after that?
He called me drunk before that.
Oh, okay.
He called me drunk before that. That was the icing on. After that, I was like, yeah, no, something's wrong with this nigga. Yeah.
He a Capricorn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he's a man. Was it January birthday?
January, for sure.
This is what I'm saying.
January Capricorns.
Y'all know y'all crazy as shit. I don't even have to, no apologies needed. Y'all are crazy. Like, honestly.
For sure.
Insane.
So yeah, that was my experience with, like, kind of talking to somebody on TikTok.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah.
And the thing is, it can be good. It can be good. I met my husband on Facebook. You know what I mean? He was trying to shoot a shot. Y'all know the story if y'all triple OGs, Big Mama community, y'all know.
Right.
But yeah, like, he was trying to shoot a shot. Years later, we finally ended up going out, bang, boom, cool. But like, social media, it brought us together, yes. But we did the rest of the work. Like, I don't know if people don't understand. You have to do the work.
Right.
Like, you gotta, like, show up. Just because I don't know if some people think, like, oh, I am who I am on social media. That shit don't fucking matter when you're dating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who are you in person? Like, you still want to go out and, like, you know, be courted.
Right.
Go out on a date. Because I think some of y'all got it confused as to what dating is.
Much people got it fucked up about dating.
Oh, yeah, your motherfuckers don't even know what dating is. Like, a lot of y'all got it confused. Dating is actually going on dates.
Yes.
Whether, like, you're meeting up for coffee, like we said, whether you are meeting up for a walk in the fucking park, something outside of your house. You can have a date in the house, but I feel like you shouldn't start there.
You shouldn't start there.
I don't feel like you should start there, because y'all saw, what was that movie that girl was fighting for her life in the kitchen?
Oh, for Color Girls.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I swear I don't think you should start at nobody's house
and the
for
thing
the first
is,
time.
She didn't even, they went on dates.
They did.
She just invited him after the date
into the
home, and he butt naked as soon as she turned around.
And you know, I'm just saying, you don't want to be in these situations. Get to know these people is what I'm saying.
Definitely.
And I'm just saying, dating in itself, I feel like is like going out and getting to know each other.
Exactly.
You know, spending time with each other, whether it be outside, whatever.
And that's important.
That's important.
Let's really talk about that just a little bit.
Sorry.
That is very important because what happened?
This was shaking. I was wondering if that was Leon.
Oh, okay.
The camera on. Anyway.
So dating and like really getting to know somebody like outside is very important. Let's talk about the reasons why it's important. You get to see how people act and conduct themselves outside and around other people.
That part.
That is very important.
That part. You need to see if people have etiquette.
Okay?
Decorum.
Do you have some fucking coof
about you? Or are you going
like,
to swing your fucking legs to the side, put your legs up on the seat?
Right.
Like, are you at the table to, you know what I mean, cleaning your teeth and shit? Like, you need to understand who you're dealing with. Some people were raised by wolves.
No, for
And
real,
this is how you will find that out.
Exactly.
Or even have a conversation. This is how you will find out people's views and things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a conversation with somebody and it just lets you into the window of their world.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm not never talking to you again.
Yeah.
Like, you're insane. Or, I really like this person. I really feel like we could go on a second date.
Right.
Or whatever. Or I like our first and second date. Third date comes about. Like, we're just getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think that takes multiple dating. Takes, phone conversations. Like, you really got to get to know people.
Yeah. I definitely feel like that is really important. To actually go on dates. And like, social media has messed that up. And I can't even place all the blame on social media for that one. Because like, why, if you're interested in somebody, you should take them out on a date, whether you meet them in person or through social media. Like, I feel like y'all should go on a date.
Exactly.
But you know what, maybe social media ruined it because you think you know me, because you see everything that I post on social media. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But like we said, get to know somebody in real life. Like, if you think that you know me from what I post, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that shit is lazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not coming to your house and Netflix and fucking chilling the first time. Like, you see what I'm saying? And that kind of doubles back to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations? Like, what are your intentions? Yeah, like, my thing is, like, what are you letting people do to you? Are you allowing them to just invite you to the home and you're just Netflix and chilling with these people all the time? Like, and they gonna smoke you up and get you something to drink and now y'all done did the do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to, a lot of people need to take that, I guess, take accountability. Right. Like, you are in control of your dating life as well. Mm-hmm. Like, if you do not like the stipulations, if you don't like what this person is saying to you, let them know that. Like, listen, where are we going? Like, are we going out? We're meeting in a public space. Like, I don't want to go to your home. Right. You know what I mean? Like, you set the ground rules for that. Like, you don't have to go to somebody's house. Exactly. You don't have to. You don't have, just because they selling it, you ain't got to buy it. 1000%.
And I also feel like, with that being said, like, I feel like we as the people make it kind of worse for, each other. As far as women, like, certain women is accepting certain things, so these men think like, okay, you should just accept my bullshit because this person, that person is going to accept it. Well, if that's the case, go be with that person, that person. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like a lot of that, it happens. And that's another thing, the options, like, because of that reason, and it's just easier.
But if we talked about that too in a different conversation, like, just because it's easy might not mean you want that necessarily. Exactly. You know what I mean? Go ahead on. If you want to go chill and Netflix and chill with Susan, go ahead and do that with Susan. But like, if you really digging the kid and you want to get to know me, right? This is what you're going to do. We're going to have to go on a date, bro. I'm just letting you know that. Yeah. We're going to have to sit down and talk. We're going to have to get up out the house and do something. Definitely do. You know what I mean? And if you want to get to know me, if not, that's cool too. I'm not mad at you. But go ahead on with everybody else then. Like, I'm cool. Yeah. You set those boundaries.
You set the tone for sure.
Set the tone at the beginning.
If you allow people to treat you like that, this is what you're going to continue.
And they will do it. People will be, listen, let them be lazy if you want to. Let them not try and all that. They won't.
And it also comes down to, like, if this person is not showing you things or traits of a person that you want to be with, then you can move around. Right. There's other options. There's definitely other fish in the sea. But if you want to be stuck on that one fish, then there you go. Like,
Right.
you're going to have to accept what they're giving.
Right.
You
And
know
that
what I
might be,
mean?
they might be sturdy on that. No, I don't go on dates. Okay,
Right.
cool.
Well,
now you
find
have
somebody
to
that-
contemplate
right.
in your head. Do I want to talk to this person? They don't go on dates.
Right.
Do I still want to talk to them? Because they standing sturdy on their shit too.
Right.
And if you fold and you want to talk to them, and that's up to you. It's up to you.
Right.
We have free will. That's up to you. But just know they done told you I don't do dates.
Right.
So.
And I've been in a situation, which is funny, because I've definitely been in a situation where I was, you know, talking to this guy, getting to know this guy. At this point, we've known each other for some years, like a while now. And he has no problem with going on dates. He has absolutely no problem with courting me at all.
Okay.
He doesn't want a relationship.
There's that too.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not settling. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, yes, it's nice. I feel like you treat me, you know, well and with respect.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you don't want to build to something else, something more, then no. Like, I'm going to have to stop it here. Because one thing I don't want to do is get attached to somebody that is not for me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to get attached to anybody, like, if it's not reciprocated. Like, if it's not the same thing, if we don't want the same thing out of life,
What's the purpose?
What's the point?
Because if we're going to all these dates, but at the end of the day, I know you don't want a relationship and I do, that's a waste of my time.
It's definitely
And
a waste of my time. And it's definitely
honestly, it might not be a waste of yours you would think because you're doing what you want to do, but it's a waste of mine. Because I could be out here dating with a purpose, and which is to what? Find my person.
Yeah.
You're not that. You said you don't want to be that. Cool. Move on along.
Right.
Moving along, son. See you later, because I need this clear for my husband to come up and through here, for my
Period.
person
And
to come up and
period.
through
Okay.
here. You're wasting time. You're
Definitely
wasting
get somebody
space.
else to do it,
Get
okay?
somebody else to do it. Head on out. You know what I mean? And people will do that too. They want to be in your life, but they want you to be in their life how they want you to.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. And just be careful with the people that are good with their words. Like, they will sway you.
Yes.
Manipulate you
Yes.
to do some shit. Have you thinking, what? Oh, this is another thing. I'm sorry, this just came to mind because a lot of people do this and they won't tell you the truth at all. But then they'll be like, oh, well, you didn't ask.
Oh gosh, there's that. That you didn't ask. Some shit you should not have to ask.
Exactly. Like, you don't think that you should have told me that you have 2 wives, a baby mom, a side bitch, like 7 kids. This guy that I was talking to one time, literally, he told me he had 3 girls. He had 3 daughters. First of all, I don't know if I even told you this, but he pulled up to get me for a date, and all 3 of his daughters was in a car. Like, literally.
So now we going on a date with you and your children?
The first time we went out on a date.
Y'all looking for a stepmom?
For sure.
Because I didn't know. I was being interviewed.
It was definitely giving that. It was definitely giving that. And he sent me something, and somehow I got his social media. I forgot. He shared something with me, but he sent it through phone. But somehow I got his social media. And I looked up his name on Instagram. Whatever he sent me, he sent it on Instagram. But we weren't following each other. But somehow, when he sent the link, I was able to get to his Instagram.
Okay.
And on his Instagram, his bio literally had the emojis of 3 little girls and 3 little boys. So you have 6 fucking kids. You didn't tell me about the little boys at all. Like, it's just...
Y'all out here wilding beef out. That is something that you need to disclose.
That's things that you need to disclose.
Like, I'm sorry, that is something that you need to disclose. I have 6 cats.
Like,
Let's
for
get it out of
real.
the way, because then whoever wants to deal with you can, and whoever does not can head right on out.
Yeah, it was just wild as fuck. It's just... Yeah.
He was looking to trap somebody. And
He was definitely looking to trap
for
somebody.
stepmommy, and that's a beautiful thing. A blended family, cool.
Baby, you looking for a babysitter? I ain't it.
I know you looking for a motherfucking babysitter.
The maid.
And then,
No.
how old are the youngest? What is going on?
First of all, when I tell you the girls were literally like step
Step
kids.
kid?
Like it was a baby. It was like a 1-year-old and 2-year-old. Like, they were very much so
take
little.
you and your children and have a good day. Because that baby just came out of somebody's cooch. You just had that one.
Oh my God.
Where's the mother of these girls?
The thing is, the girls were all about one lady.
Go find that lady.
Yeah.
Why are you on dates? Where's this lady at?
Nah, yeah.
And does this lady know you have her children in a car with another woman?
With another woman
This
on
motherfucker
the first
about
date.
Shenanigans.
Like, he like, oh, let's go out. Like, let's go ride to the mall, get some ice cream. And I'm like, okay, I'm with it. He pulls up 3 car seats. I said,
like, burping baby and shit, sir, you're gonna have to head the fuck out. If you think I'm going to get ice cream with you and your fucking kids, you are mistaken. You shit me? No.
Yeah. So,
No.
and I mean, this is somebody that I actually did meet in person, but this is, once again, an actual pro to, like, social media and dating, because had he didn't send me that, I wouldn't have even witnessed or, you know, saw that he has not only 3 girls, but 3 boys as well.
So
yeah.
Social media, that's a pro of it. It can be good for investigations and knowing who you're dealing with.
Right.
Knowing that you have 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of people back in the day that probably wish they had something to indicate that this person had umpteen fucking kids.
Absolutely.
They probably got caught up with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine back in the day, you just don't know who this person is.
Right.
They got a whole family.
Whole family.
Somewhere in the tuck.
In the tuck.
And you don't even know nothing.
Know nothing.
Child.
And then that's another thing, like, on social media, like, you're bound to get caught because everybody knows everybody. Everybody is connected in some way through
you know
social
somebody
media.
who knows somebody who knows
So
somebody.
you post anything, it's gonna get back some way, somehow. It's gonna trickle on down.
And oh, that's boom, boom, boom. He went boom, boom, boom. They got this amount of kids.
Right.
He's still litter, yeah.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. This nigga saying he ain't no kids.
No kids.
Wow.
Nigga just moved here about 2 months ago. That's what he told me.
Wow.
Like, yeah, so it's definitely crazy. Social media is definitely wild. Yeah. One more thing that I personally want to hit on before we like close this video up. I just want to talk about, like, as far as personality wise, and like also Facebook versus Instagram. Like, Facebook, yes, we were active on Facebook. We were actually meeting people on Facebook. I actually met my ex-boyfriend on Facebook, and we were together for years. So Facebook is more of the vibes. I feel like you can meet somebody on Facebook and actually vibe out with them. I'm not saying that nobody ever met, you know, didn't meet somebody on Instagram and actually build a connection with them as well. You're trying to think if you ever had?
Instagram, I never met anything good off of Instagram. It was all shenanigans. Honestly. Facebook was where I had a meaningful relationship and shit like that. Instagram was just like
the hookup spot.
I promise you that. It was just hookup city, baby. I promise you that.
And I feel like that. And I feel like Instagram really shook the fucking room when it was introduced. I feel like a lot of things that we see with insecurities and things really started to, Instagram started to stir the pot. Because I feel like even though we had Facebook and even MySpace, I feel like if there was no Facebook models and things like that, you know,
that was cute, but that was just cute.
But that was they were still very much themselves.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it started this trend where like everybody wanted to look alike.
They wanted to be perfect.
Everybody wanted to be perfect.
Yeah, everybody wanted to be perfect.
And you started seeing more of that.
Yeah. And hence the BBL community.
Yeah.
No shade, but I'm just saying, hence the surgeries. Everybody was like hyper fixated on their body. I feel like Instagram definitely played a big part in that. And then even like seeing the plastic surgeons and what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And different women, it was like, okay, everybody, now everybody got lashes. Like, we gotta have the same thing. You know what I mean?
I definitely feel like that kind of toyed with people's insecurities, people's personalities. Like, everybody wanted to be like everybody else instead of being the authentic selves.
Right.
As individuals.
Because that's what was getting attention.
Yeah, that's what was getting attention.
From men.
So I definitely feel like that has a lot to do with like dating nowadays. You know, everybody feels like this is aesthetically appealing or pleasing to the eye, and this is what I want. You know, versus, you know, oh, this person is different. I like him. I like his vibe. I like his personality.
Right. And I feel like that was definitely Instagram. I feel like some people are trying to get away from that shit.
Yeah.
And you can tell some people is trying to break away from that. And I see that over on TikTok.
Okay.
Like, I see the personality is coming back.
Okay.
And I'm thinking I'm seeing this, and I'm hoping to, you know, that's what I'm seeing and gathering. But the personality is coming back to the forefront. Mm-hmm. You know, you can have as much ass as you want. Who are you? Truly at the core, you know what I mean? You can be as tall as you want to, good looking, brother, but who are you?
Right.
You know, because you could be good looking and living in your grandma's basement. I'm just saying, you never know.
It's a lot of things you could be.
Yeah, it's just like, and Instagram is so, you got to put this together and that together. And it's like, people just put their life together in these little pictures to make it seem like it's perfect. And it's not. Right. It's not realistic. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not realistic. So, yeah. I mean, do you have anything else to drop?
Man, listen. All of this, I feel like social media is going to go away anyway as they try to control us. That's my theory, you know. I feel like, so I mean, listen, you might want to get back to using your tools in person. Yeah. And you know, getting to talk to somebody in person. Try that out. Mm-hmm. Try that out, because we don't know how long we're gonna have the social media stuff for. So you might have to use your actual talents, you know, your actual personality in person with somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like practice that. Yeah. Practice saying something to somebody.
You want to, something that I do want to talk about really quick. I think people be forgetting that they can't fight in person because they're so used to fucking trolling in people's comments and talking big shit on social media they really forget that they can't rumble and not about their life in real life. Like, they really out here thinking that they playing a game or living a real life movie.
It's gonna get you hurt. Don't do it.
Like, I really feel like that. Like,
don't do it. There's no screen. This is real life. Like, be
like, baby, you can get touched for real.
You really can. You gotta be careful. Yeah. You're not on social. You're not in the game. This is not virtual reality. Like, you're actually going to get beat up. So please. Please.
Real bad. Real bad.
What's about to say? There's too many things floating in my mind.
It really is.
About social media. And dating.
Let it marinate a little bit. Let it marinate. See what you
know. Sometimes it just leaves the building.
Sometimes, you know.
I don't know. I'll say it another time, but yeah. I don't know. Just good luck out here. I don't know. Be safe out here. Keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah. I feel like stay true to who you are. Like, I feel like that's so important. Like, for real. I really feel like individuality is so important. And if you know me, this is not my first time speaking on this. And just be who you are.
Individuality. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
That other person's taken already.
I feel like that's kind of how you weed out the person that's not for you. If you are you and that is not a vibe for that person, then you're not it. That person is not for you.
Bingo.
Stay true to you.
Yahtzee. If you can't be around me with the Meek Mill braids, that's he's not for you. That nigga's not for you. Honestly, and if she can't be around you when you hit it looking a little peasy and you ain't get your shape up yet, that's not for you. Yeah. Because in real life, in real fucking time, you know, we're not always all well put together. You know what I mean? If this person can't accept you for who you are and they love up on you, that's how you know they the one. Right. You the one. You definitely want. You done seen me, no makeup, no hair not done, all that. Looking crazy as hell. And you love me.
And you love me.
Regardless, to the core. Because
and you still all up on the body.
You still up on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You like, that's bad, man.
Yeah, for real.
She got good shit, but that's bad.
Never that, but yeah.
She look crazy as hell, but that's how you do.
Like, for sure.
And vice versa, just don't get caught up into the matrix of it all. Yeah. Because this shit is not reality. It's really not. Don't get too caught up into it. Log off if you need to.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, sometimes you just gotta log off.
Yeah, yourself a break.
Log off. But they do have other, I wanted to talk about that too. They have the dating sites. That's a part of social dating. So I feel like that can be a pro and it can be a con too to that shit.
Definitely have nothing but cons.
Cons on those
for the most part. And I mean, personally, I feel like, and it could be because I feel like everybody is utilizing all dating sites for the same thing, for hookups. Yeah. For the most part, it's like very hard to find somebody that's serious, like sincere, and really wanting to build a deeper connection and wanting more. Or they're not really putting their full self out there. Like,
they be lying on there.
Yeah.
They be putting pictures from like years
fucking
ago.
82. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had a guy put his pictures when he was a young guy, and like I met him and he was old as shit. And I'm like, really? Like, why are you lying? I like old heads.
Ron Osley showed up.
Like, damn. I
Charlie
thought
Wilson.
Yeah, Mr. fucking Wilson. Like, what are you doing? It's crazy. Like, now I think that's weird. Like, you know what I mean?
That is very strange. Like, and that's scary, to be honest, for you to think that you're meeting someone else and then this person pulls up.
Right.
And yeah, it's you, but it's you 15 years ago. Like, get the fuck, bro. Like, come on.
I'm like, you about 45, 50 or some shit. I don't know. But you could have said that. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
I've definitely had that happen to me, and the guy was big as shit. Like, he sent me a picture of himself when he was a little slimmer.
A little fit.
Like, he was not, you know what I mean? And I could see clearly in the face that it was him, but he just got bigger. And I'm like, just be real with yourself. Like, for real. Because honestly, when you putting fake shit out there, what do you expect to get back?
You thought I wasn't going to notice that you weigh like 50, 60 more pounds than you did before?
Right.
Come on. You thought I wasn't going to notice that you're old now? Like, that was your young self? Like,
yeah.
This is awkward now.
Yeah, very much so.
Because how old did you say you were again?
Yeah. And you think I'm getting in the car with you or doing anything with you? Like, no, because now I'm about to call the cops.
I know.
So,
it's very misleading.
Yeah.
So there's that. So yeah, I think that's a con.
Yeah,
the social media, this dating, man, and this day and age is just hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. Because again, there's so many options. It's not just the people you went to high school with. Back in the day, I feel like they had the people they went to high school with, and they, you know, their high school
exactly.
They had the person down the street, and you know, the person at the supermarket. Maybe like it was a community.
It was a community.
You couldn't see like people all the way over across the world and this and that because they dating. There's that too. You know, there's that dating internationally. Like you have all these things.
Long distance in general.
Options.
Yeah.
Let's
bring back going outside. Now, sometimes y'all gotta shook it a little bit to go outside because y'all be doing the most when y'all go outside. But like, actually going outside and having a good time and actually meeting people in person and having those one-on-one like experiences and you know what I mean, moments with each other, that was the vibe.
Because you don't know what the vibe's going to be on these social sites. You don't know until you get in person.
Exactly.
In front of this person. It's like, okay, when you meet somebody in person, you knew the vibe because you felt it. Exactly. You know? So there's that. But I mean, I guess, I don't know. We're going into like a very virtual world. So I don't know.
Yeah, so
good luck, especially to the people that the kids out here. I don't even know.
Yeah, because at this point, the kids is born with iPads and phones and things like that. At this point, so it's definitely going to be different. Their experience is going to be different, and I mean, we can only see what's going to happen. Yeah. You know, so. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed our first video of 2020. No, 2023. Child, baby, I almost lost my mind.
No,
but yeah, 2023. Yes. Stay active. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. We didn't tell you guys to subscribe at the beginning of this.
No, please do that. If you haven't done that, what are you doing? You should have done that by now.
Yes, definitely go ahead and subscribe. Absolutely. Give this video a big thumbs up, okay? Yeah. And also, if you guys want to share anything with us that you don't want to share in the comments below, you can always send us an email at bigmamenergy@gmail.com. Okay? Send those emails in, okay? And as always, remember to like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye,
guys.